After many years of trying to qualify to the World Cup, with massive efforts from historic players like Abedi Ayew Pele, the father of the current Black Stars captain Andre Ayew, Tony Yeboah, CK Akono, just to name a few, the Black Stars of Ghana, a team that had been nicknamed as the Brazilians of African football, finally qualified to the Mundial on the 8th of October 2005, having beaten the Cape Verde Island by 4-0. This is a date that has been written in the history books and will forever be remembered as the day that Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's Black Stars of Ghana finally made the list of the 5 qualified countries from Africa to the world stage. But what made the qualification possible? Was this team better than the ones Ghana has had before? This squad of players that made history included a blend of players that had been playing together in the youth system of the Black Starlets, the Black Satellites, and the Black Meteors, and a couple of players that had been making their name in the Ghanaian Football League, which was considered one of the best in Africa at the time. But even though most of these players had played together in the youth setup, majority of the key players had one thing in common. This is a short video about Liberty Professionals, the sleeping factory of Ghana football. The scientific soccer lads they are called, Liberty Professionals, can boast of producing some of the finest professional players Ghana football has ever seen, with the likes of Asamoah Gyan, Suleiman Tari, Kwadwo Asamoah, Michael Essien being the highly ranked amongst them and having been the ones to play the most matches for the Black Stars. Ghana's Black Stars' first ever game at the World Cup in Germany 2006 saw Ghana set up in a 4-4-2 formation against Italy. Michael Essien in his holding role, Suleiman Tari on the left wing, and Asamoah Gyan pairing Matthew Amoah up front in a team that was always difficult to break down on any day. Ghana was impressive on the day, but at the end of the game, Italy won by 2-0. Ghana would still go on to qualify from the group with 6 points, having beaten Czech Republic and the USA, with Muntari and Asamoah Gyan providing the goals in the game against Czech Republic. Other World Cups saw players like Lee Addy, Kwadwo Asamoah joining with similar background, also being former players of this wonderful family of the scientific soccer lads. Each of the first 3 World Cups Ghana participated in had at least one former Liberty Professionals player in the Black Star squad, with Ghana being unable to qualify to the World Cup in Russia 2018. The Scientific Soccer Lads first qualified to the Ghana Premier League in 1998 and maintained respectable league performances until their relegation to the Division 1 League in the 2020-2021 season, having played for 20 years in the Ghana Premier League. This is a team that once hunted the likes of Accra Hearts of Oak and Kumasi Asante Kotoko when they were in their prime. This is a team that has produced arguably the best player ever Ghana football has seen in Asamoah Gyan, and some of the best players the nation and the world has ever seen. Ghana's Division 1 is one of the toughest leagues to qualify from. Hence, one would ask, are we ever going to see the Scientific Soccer Lads back in the Premier League? And anytime soon? As at the time of preparing this delivery, Liberty Professionals is currently 7th on the Zone 3 table of the Division 1 League having lost 6 games out of the possible 20 games. They have managed to scoop just 28 points, which means it is going to take a massive miracle to see them at the top of the table by the end of the season, having a huge gap of 19 points between them and the league leaders in that zone, Heart of Lions. For a team that gave us great players like Michael Essien, the Bull, and Asamoah Baby Jet Jan, it's quite sad seeing them wallop in the abyss of Ghana football and having no leg to stand on. But maybe miracles really do happen, they say. Let's wait and see if Liberty Professionals can perform this miracle and finally get back into the Ghana Premier League.